Mrs. Ball too. Yeah, I'm out of their ways because Kalani Sonnen persuaded NXT because she went to TNA, and we don't want her going back and getting a championship because she got the TNA knockout championship from TNA, and now she returned, and all the NXT women's superstars don't want her to get the NXT women's championship because all they're doing is protecting the NXT championship, the NXT women's championship, and give the NXT women's superstars some credit. We don't want Kalani getting it a holiday from a long way now. We don't want her getting the opportunity. So that's why we don't want Kalani holding that since a couple years ago in TNA when she went to TNA. We don't want that. So that's why we don't want Kalani to get a championship. We need Kalani to get the opportunity, not Kalani. But she is glad that it's not a face. But but it was a fluke. It's better off with them. Okay. She worked hard to be on the side. Okay, and Kayla Gray will dominate the NXT Women's Championship one day. Yeah, you're not gonna either, Lola, because you lost it at that Great American Bash. 9 on dentist now, and we don't want you to get the championship back. You hold that championship. You cannot get that championship back. What's that for Kalani? We're not doing that. Mexican wrestling is not belong in the regular wrestling in WWE. So we don't want doing that to Lola do that way. But people is easy. Like the one that when Lola is done, and she is not done yet, and she is going forward, and she's looking at the champion. She looks like a champion. Nope. And Kayla Gray and Kayla Gray beat beat and Kayla Gray beat Kayla Gray one time as well. She can beat her in a match, and Kayla Gray will get that NXT Women's Championship in the at the underground. That'd be amazing. It'd be this is her warehouse for Lola. I know that, but we don't want you to get a championship. That's people is sushi. And Kayla Gray will beat Lola Face his ass, and that she can shake it, and they will look at each other and fade out. See, we need Kayla Gray to be able. We need Kayla what is it? Kayla Gray versus Kelly Armstrong. We need that matchup. We don't want Kalani and Lola get opportunities again. So we don't want that. So we need Kelly Armstrong and Kalani Strong, Kayla Gray to find it out. So that's why. And we go to Carly Garford versus Hank Walker. I'm back on NXT and fade out. We go to a matchup. We have Carly Garford versus Hank Walker. Carly Garford for victory. Thank God, thank you, because he was a championship. Hank Walker, I know you the face with Hank Laker and Iggy Possible. I know that. But you cannot all that was bad to Kalani, because all Kalani is doing is attacking on the faces, because he wanted to prove his point to get the championship. But Booker T don't want this, and also faces in the company that want him to get the championship. Or Robert Stone. That's people on Tuesday give it a dinosaur and give him that momentum. So we don't want new guys controlling Garden Gobble. But people in Susie. After the mask, Hank Walker and Dick Lingo, Kanani Gobble, attacking on his also. It get possible showing that attack with Dick Lingo. Also Hank Walker showing with them and staying up with them. And staying up with Kanani Gobble and fade out. That's people in Susie. We got Coming Massivis, Natty, and Nikki Hernandez. And to the hell talking about Natty will help to the hell out with her to go at her Dawson and to swing to the hell. Or be like soft like to the buckle. Natty, you cannot say that you sit her head that way. That to the hell likes her, but she don't like Natty. Thank you. That and Sarah Barker will beat Natty, knocking her teeth and fade out. See? Sarah Barker and to the hell will coexist. So I think it'll be a woman tag match at Heatwave. That's a possibility. Please, please, please. And then we have a match up. We got Sarah Barker versus Natty. Sarah Barker for victory. Thank God, how of the hell for the title. Thank you for doing that because we're just able the story with them. That's people in sushi. We got some Spiels versus Nico Fans up next on NXT and fade out. And then we got Kanani Sonnen is listening to Robert Stone on the phone call. And Kanani Sonnen is got Robert Stone to washing her match last Tuesday that she clearly kicked out, but Gatti Osborne, but she already is in the Walker Dano. The referee decision is final. And Kanani Sonnen got screwed again and Dell. See? Yes. That's why. Come on. And we got the Robert Stone with other mode talking about Robert Stone got a message that match against Boothwhite. It's official. Nice. Next Tuesday. And also talking about WWE 2026 Heatwave. And what PLE that Broco Nimmo is going to, and they were talking Bradford and fade out. Yes, we don't know Broco Nimmo is in Heatwave. Oh, Super A. We need him at Heatwave, not Super A. We got Nico Fans versus Saucebill. Saucebill for victory. I don't know what's going on with the Garden now. That break up. I know that, but I don't know what's going on with them. So that's why. We got Robert Stone and Kim Hemsworth are talking about Matthew Wook issue a mask against Kim Hemsworth to be medical cleared. And Mouse Bond and Devon Heights showing up, and they won the NXT Tag Team Submission match. That'd be epic. Come on. But Kim Hemsworth won the NXT North American Submission match next Tuesday. That he will get the NXT Tag Team Submission match. And Robert Stone will find someone like Kim Hemsworth. And he is medical cleared. And if Miles Bond and Devon Heights got a NXT Tag Team Submissions next against the Fantasy Prospects next Tuesday, and it's official and fade out. Thank you to bring down the Fantasy Prospect, please. And then we got Renee Falcon in debut and fade out. We got a matchup. We got Skylar Gray versus Renee Falcon. when they were gone for victory. Welcome to NXT. We in back on. We got Robert Stone and Charlotte Hill talking about Charlotte Hill met Denhausen, and they are ready for watching Tony D'Angelo versus Milwaukee for the NXT Championship in a sweep fight. And he is not Ghost, and also switching answers that 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 fog is after him. And Robert Stone will be in the match next Tuesday. And Tony D'Angelo versus Milwaukee for the NXT Championship sweep fight up next on NXT FBA out. Alrighty. And then this is a main event here. This is the NXT Championship sweep fight. Milwaukee versus Tony D'Angelo. He would dance it. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but here comes 20 or 30 seconds after the matchup. Mike Santana comes out. Okay, I don't know why he comes out for, but thank you for getting TNA wrestlers going to NXT in the roster. Thank God. Come on, give this everything in the main event, please. And that is Eric Garcia. We got him. We have him. We got him. We got him. We got him. And that is Rick Garcia. I'm signing off. So I'm going to review my episode anyway. I'm signing off. So stay tuned. And we're going to say, Sushi, yeah, Sushi Hawaii, Sushi Hawaii, Sushi Hawaii, Sushi today. Sushi getting me a new dog. Sushi having a good song. And for letters. One word. Yeet is what I was jealous for. Like, what is it? We're out.